What's going on, guys? Alex here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to be a better player. To give you guys some background information, last season I finished 25-43 on this account, my best finish on this account, and on my other account I finished 22-37. So I wanted to say I'm not the best player in the world, I'm not the #1 player in the world, but I'm pretty good, and I think I can give you guys some good advice, some good tips. There's going to be no script. It's just going to be me talking, giving you guys advice, and I'm going to jump into the game here and tell you guys what I do first off. So first off, we're going to cycle some cards. Typically, if you have Evo cards, you want to cycle those. We're going to want to defend against this guy's mortar. So we're going to use these cards here, and I know I can defend against that skeleton barrel with an easy ice spirit. We'll go ahead and use that, and we take out that firecracker. So he has no mortar and cycle. Because he has no mortar and cycle, we're going to go Ice Golem and Hog Rider. And I have the log ready for whatever he wants to put down. So we're going to go ahead and log, and we might get like 2 hits. Okay, we get 2 good hits. And that was all because we knew he used mortar. So we're going to go ahead and cannon, and he might predict us here. So we're going to go with the Musketeer too. And then we're also going to go with the Ice Golem like this, and we can get our Ice Spear ready. The Ice Golem should do pretty good. He might get a hit here, so I'll get if he does. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get that King Tower activation, and I'm going to log that skeleton barrel. So we don't quite get the King Tower activation, but still feeling pretty confident. And we could go with the Hog Rider here to get some hits, but I don't want to get too aggressive. So what I would say is when you jump into the game first, you want to be pretty patient. You don't want to get too aggressive, but once you find out what your opponent's playing, then you can make a game plan and figure out exactly how you're going to beat your opponent. We'll go Hog Rider like this, and now I'm going to go with the Ice Golem. The Hog Rider is actually going to bypass and almost get a hit, but it didn't quite get a hit because he does have that Evo Mortar, so it did do some damage. We're going to easily counter with the log here, and we're also going to go with the Musketeer. So I'm going to go ahead and use another Hog Rider, then we're going to use the Ice Spirit too, like this. Now we have some Evo Skeletons, guys. Check out those Evo Skeletons. They're on the King Tower. He's going to have to stop those, but they're still on the tower. And just like that, the opponent made a mistake, and we almost take his whole tower. We'll see if we can take out those Evo Skeletons. We're going to go ahead and Ice Golem and get that Fireball ready too. We're going to go ahead and Fireball this off. And then we can get a log going too. So we go with the log, good log, and we're taking out that left tower. If we can get one more Hog Rider hit, we take out that tower. I'm going to go ahead and cannon. And that brings me to my next point. You always want to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes. If your opponent makes a big mistake, you can make a big move. If your opponent makes a small mistake, maybe you can't make as big of a move, but you can capitalize on it and get some good damage and make something happen. But you always want to be thinking about how you can counter your opponent. And I would say that to work on this, you want to play the same deck repeatedly and get good at that one deck. Also, guys, if you do end up enjoying today's video, make sure to leave a like. If you have anything to say, make sure to comment. Read all the comments. We're here against Sergio. Now with P.E.K.K.A. Bridge spam, you can also cycle your Evos in the back. The one thing I would say though is be careful when using your air counter cards, because they could have a card like Balloon. So if you're gonna go archers in the back, make sure you save your magic archer. Now we'll go magic archer in the back. We want to find out what he's playing here. And he'll actually have the Mega Knight. So we're easily going to be able to P.E.K.K.A. on top of this, and that could have been a mistake by him using that Mega Knight. So this is what I was talking about earlier, capitalize on mistakes. He overcommitted a lot, and that's why we're going to go in with a Battle Ram on the left lane now. And we should be able to get some good damage here, guys. And if not, we're going to force out a lot of Elixir, and we're possibly going to take out that cannon card. I'm going to go ahead and zap. That way we can get almost 2 hits in the tower. We don't quite get 2 hits. But now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Royal Ghost like this. And that's a good timing because we stop it from crossing the bridge and getting damage on top of our tower. I'm going to go ahead and bandit. That way he doesn't get too much damage. And then our bandit should take out those fire spirits. We'll also use our archers in the back to get closer to that evolution. So as you guys can see now, I'm tracking what the opponent has. We know he has Magnite. We have a very good counter to Magnite. That's another thing about this game. A lot depends on matchups, right? But even if you have a bad matchup, you can still win. You can use your tower as a resource, actually, and you can take damage on purpose, and that will allow you to get a bigger push going. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to go with the magic archer in the back. I was going to use it at the bridge. We're going to go ahead and zap this off. I don't want that cannon cart to cross the bridge. He uses the fireball, so I'm going to split archers in the back, and I think we're going to be able to make something good happen. We're going to go with the bandit like this, and then I'm going to go with the battle ram on the other side. It's one thing that you want to do with backup bridge spam. You want to use it as a dual lane pushing deck. So we'll go with the Royal Ghost like this, and we have the Evo Zap too ready. So I'm going to go ahead and use the archers. We could also bandit opposite lane to apply some pressure. And then I think I'm going to go in with my magic archer like this, and we can also get our P.E.K.K.A ready soon. My idea was we could go on the cannon cart, but I'm going to put my P.E.K.K.A down like this. We're going to go ahead and use the Royal Ghost. We're going to take this out. We're going to go ahead and use our archers. And we're going to go bandit on this side. So we're up in damage right now, but the game's pretty close. We could go ahead and defend with our battle ram here. And that shouldn't be too bad. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Evo Zap to take all of this out, clean that up. And look at the battle ram, guys. I use my Evo Zap, and we actually get very good damage on the right tower. So I capitalize on the opponent's mistake. We use the magic archer. Unfortunately, we don't get a lineup, but we are so up in damage that I think we have this game on lock. We're going to go ahead and use archers in the back, and we can finish that off with a poison. So like I was saying, guys, I would recommend sticking with one deck and mastering it, so you know what all of the cards do, kind of how I know what the cards do in these decks, because I've played them so much that I just know, and I know all the interactions. So it's not like if you see an interaction, you just immediately remember it. You have to keep playing, you have to keep practicing, and you want to look at your mistakes and try to fix them for the next game. So you guys can look at replays and stuff like that. That can be very helpful. Now we're going to hop into the next game with this deck. This deck is actually the one I used to push last season. So definitely try this deck out here that I'm going to be running. And I think we have the Cannoneer on, which it's not too bad. I feel like it's better against beatdown decks. The Cannoneer is pretty weak against swarm decks because it doesn't have a high rate of fire. I think we can go with the Goblin drill like this. Shouldn't be too bad. He's going to use skeletons and skeleton dragons, so I'm thinking what kind of deck it would be. And make sure to do that too, guys. Another thing I would like to mention is if you want to know what deck they're running off the bat, you can look your opponent up on Royale API. So if you go online and you look up Royale API, if you're not familiar with it, you can look it up and you can search your opponent's name and look at what clan they're in, and that will allow you to, we're going to put the bomber here, and I'll go with the wall breakers too to make sure we can take all this out. But that will allow you to see what deck the opponent's been running. So they're probably running one of the decks that you see. We're going to go ahead and Goblin drill again, and I think he might be playing like a Lava Hound deck, so I really don't know too much though. I mean, it's possible. We're going to go ahead and bomb tower like this to take this out. And we could Royal Delivery too. I don't know if we need it. Yeah, we're going to Royal Delivery to take that out. Should be a good cleanup. And then we're going to pressure because I think he's playing Lava Hound. So, but yeah, you guys can look your opponent up on Royal API, and that will allow you guys to see what kind of deck they're running. We're going to go ahead and bomber. Might be some damage there. Pretty good. He could get the King Tower activation off that though, but we do get 2 very good hits. We're going to go ahead and Little Prince. And we're going to get the Bomb Tower ready here, guys. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to Goblin Drill, because I know that that will help with the Inferno Tower. I mean the Inferno Dragon, my bad. We'll go ahead with the Royal Delivery now. And what we could do is we'll go Goblins in the back, and we're going to go Evil Wall Breakers on this side. And we're going to do a little bit of a dual lane pressure push. Now we can go with the Bomber in the back like this. We'll go ahead with the Royal Delivery. That should be pretty good. And then we'll go with the Goblin Drill. So in the beginning of the game, I thought that he might be playing Lava Hound, and we turned out to be correct, which is good for us. We're going to go ahead and poison this, and I think we could go in with the Wall Breakers like this to pressure him a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad. We force out a Snowball, so we'll go Little Prince like this. I mean, he can't push us off to the side anyway. We're going to go ahead and Goblins. We're going to go ahead and Bomber, and that might be game there. We're going to outcycle him, so I think it might be game. We have that Evo Bomber about to be on the tower, but it'll be GG there, guys. We're going to win our 3rd game. So you guys, make sure to be patient. And if you are getting a lot of losses, make sure to walk away from the game and chill a little bit, reset your mindset. You want to stay positive. I also have this issue where I keep playing and I'm losing, and that causes me to tilt a little bit. So you don't want to do that, guys. You want to, we'll play some Expo now, why not? You want to have a positive mindset when you're going into the game. You want to be positive, and that will allow you to win more games because you're going to be in a better mindset. You're not going to be getting as aggressive, as tilted, and you'll probably be more patient. So make sure to just walk away and come back when you're reset. So we'll go with the Knight in the back like this. He used Wall Breakers, Skeletons, Knight, so probably Minor Cycle. We'll go with the Ice Spirit. We'll use our Skeletons too. And I can use the Archers like this. And I think we could actually go in with the Expo here because he's going to probably only have Bomb Tower. He's going to Fireball this, and he missed the Fireball, and that was a big mistake by him. We could actually put the Knight down again. He might Bomb Tower, guys. I don't even know if he has it. We'll go ahead and use the Log like this. And like I was saying earlier, guys, he makes a mistake here. We capitalize on it. We go in off that big mistake, and we make a big push. Can't really call it a push with Expo. But yeah, guys, that's kind of like one of my big tips there. Always pay attention to what your opponent's doing. Always know your counters, what you have in cycle, and I think we made this guy give up. So if he did give up, we're going to put the Expo at the bridge and pretty much show him what's up with that. But well played, Ricardo. If you guys do want to see more Clash Royale videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep up with me. I do tips videos, I do challenge videos, all kinds of fun videos for you guys. So we're doing some good stuff on this guy. I mean, I think we made him quit, but yeah, guys, like I said, you can always look your opponent up on Royale API. Another thing I would say is you want to learn from your mistakes, so you can always watch replays. And another thing I would mention is watch better players. So you could be on YouTube watching Mohammed Light, you could watch Morton, you could watch, I like Boss, CR, he's cool. You could watch him. There's a ton of different players that you could watch. That's pretty much the main tips that I have for you guys. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head. If you guys think I missed anything, definitely let me know in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and tricks and kind of my little guide on how to be a better player. But thank you guys so much for watching. And if you liked the video today, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate all of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more videos. Love you guys. Peace.